My name is Kevin Jones from Compact Resource Foundation. Let me start with a question. How would you like to go to a country known as the warm heart of Africa, only to find it's having a cardiac arrest? Yes, that's what the signs read when you arrive at a Malawian airport. It's printed on all their tourism literature. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa. But the truth is heartbreaking. For those who don't know, Malawi is situated to the north of South Africa, surrounded by Mozambique in its southern borders and Tanzania to the northeast. In the 19th and 20th century, Malawi was the destination for many missionaries keen to proselytize the nation. Most well known was Dr. David Livingstone, who was tracked down in Tanzania by the explorer Henry Stanley, who famously said, "Dr. Livingstone, I presume." Many of those missionaries died of malaria on the beautiful shores of Lake Malawi before they even started their missionary work. Sadly, in those days, missionaries didn't realise that mosquitoes thrive in the long, damp grass along the shorelines, and what should have been a place of rest became their final resting place. Today, if you make your way to Cape Maclear, you'll find the historic missionary gravesite of those selfless soldiers of Christ. When it comes to sightseeing, Lake Malawi is the 5th largest freshwater lake in the world, stretching over 355 miles by 46 miles, and has a massive global significance due to its outstanding biodiversity. And Mount Mulanje is the highest mountain in the country, standing at under 10,000 feet. Those formidable peaks, rocks and crevasses are said to have been the inspiration for Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, and the foothills of Mulanje are saturated with green tea plantations which, compared to much of rural Malawi, is a wonderful sight. Sounds beautiful, so what's with the cardiac arrest, you ask? Malawi is the poorest non-conflict country in Africa. The average income being, wait for it, is estimated at £510 per year. Compare that to 55,000 in the USA, 42,000 in Canada and 39,000 per year in the UK. These are eye-watering figures. Less than 10% have access to internet and only 1 in 3 have access to drinking water. The economy is in crisis, with last year's deflation of 44% and inflation of 29%. Compounding the poverty of this nation are the endemic issues of cholera, malaria, hepatitis A and B, typhoid, and their vulnerability to external factors, particularly climate shocks such as cyclones which accelerate drought and flooding. Combine this with deforestation and poor farming techniques and it leaves the people wide open to regular cycles of famine and starvation. And yet, the people maintain the honoured title of the warm heart of Africa, even though, as a nation, they are having a heart attack. Compact Resource Foundation could introduce you to countless people and families getting by on their daily income of $1 or $2 a day. Meet Alfred from Chuzu, who has an extended family of 13, which include his sister's children who died some years ago. Or Agnes, one of the better off people in Indalama, whose husband Michael has been trying to rebuild his house for 3 years now. For those communities and thousands, yes, thousands of others, the burden of water collecting falls to the women and children who spend a couple of hours every morning and evening collecting water from streams, rivers, or queuing at a borehole. We have so much to complain about: the unemployment, the interest rates, the roads, the education system, healthcare, gun crime. It's true. We expect better from the leaders of our nations. We expect more from what we've invested into cultivating our society. And they're not unimportant issues. But the majority of Malawians are in a chronic and critical condition with nobody on hand to help them. I was struck by a clip from the Jordan Peterson series on Exodus when they covered Pharaoh's daughter finding the baby Moses. A powerful woman of a different culture taking pity on a helpless foreign slave baby. This he described as compassion correctly applied. The able helping the truly helpless. He went on to say we often misapply compassion by helping those who are not genuinely helpless, creating a disastrous platform for unnecessary dependency. The work of Compact is motivated by Galatians 6 and verse 10. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially those who belong to the family of believers. Compact is an independent charity whose board and staff are all born-again Christians from different denominations, tending to the broken heart of Malawi. We believe that faith and responsibility bring real, lasting change. How are Compact doing this? It's an effective threefold strategy of better farming, efficient water supply, and nutrition training. After careful research on an area and ensuring we can improve the lives of the people, we implement a 5-month environmentally friendly farming program known as permaculture. Permaculture educates people on farming based on their local environment, using composting rather than expensive and poisonous fertilizers. Put simply, if we treat the earth with kindness, the earth will be kind to you. Farming on its own will not foster sustainability, and in every place we go to, there's an urgent need for clean water. Normally, international organisations install hand pump boreholes, which definitely provide water, but Compact invests over twice as much in a solar-powered system that stores 10,000 litres at a time, is gravity-fed, can deliver water to 5 locations and be used for land irrigation. This reduces the burden on women and children, brings down water collection time, and provides easier irrigation for crops. It's a simple model we teach that says healthy soil equals healthy crops equals healthy people. Although we do not have a specific evangelistic program, all our programs are illustrated with biblical stories such as the Garden of Eden, Psalm 1, or the parable of the sower. It sounds good, but we're not finished. It needs to be a threefold program if we're to create any genuine sustainability. And the last vital element is nutrition training. Yes, they can grow new and better crops, but they don't know what to do with them, how to cook them, dry them, store them for later in the season. We teach them effective harvesting, cooking, drying and storage techniques to make the food last longer. Chuzu has been transformed, and the community runs programs every day, and a Church of God meets there 3 times a week. Agnes Shadrach is a 41-year-old Christian, married and mother of 4. Alafi is her neighbour, 57-year-old Muslim, married with 7 children and 10 grandchildren. Their lives have been changed dramatically for the better by the solar-powered water system Compact installed. On October the 5th, 2023 was the greatest day of celebration that Indalama village had ever known, as they gave thanks to God for the exciting change brought to their lives. Believers when we say, faith and responsibility makes for effective change. March 2024 saw Compact begin work in Kawiri with an advanced composting program that, along with some land reshaping, will provide healthier crops and extend their growing season, which currently is as short as 3 to 4 months. Those who support Compact financially are kind, compassionate and somewhat rare. I'm glad to say it's not difficult to find kind and compassionate people, but the rarity comes in finding those who connect with this often invisible nation, with those who are not already committed to the Heart and Stroke Foundation, the Bible Society, or finding those with spare capacity to assist in healing the warm heart of Africa. Please visit our website, compactrf.com, and check out the projects and share our links as you are able. If you want to support this work, the PayPal system is safe, secure and international. Together we can continue to fulfill Galatians 6 and 10. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially those who belong to the family of believers.